Okay, when I say artificial intelligence, what pops into your head? Probably something out of a sci-fi movie, right? A robot that can think and feel? Well, the truth is, the most dominant form of AI isn't some far-off future concept. It's here, right now. And you're using it all day, every day, probably without even thinking about it.
Okay, first up, your email. You know that spam filter? The one that works tirelessly in the background catching all that junk? Yep, that's a big clue.
Or how about this? Picture last night. You're just scrolling through Netflix, kind of aimlessly, and then bam, the perfect show pops up, one you would have never found otherwise. That's another piece of this puzzle.
And what about your phone? That split second where you just glance at it and it unlocks, recognizing your face and nobody else's? You got it. It's the exact same tech working behind the scenes.
So, what's the deal here? What's the invisible thread connecting your spam filter, your Netflix queue, and your phone's face unlock? What is this engine that's quietly running our lives?
The answer is narrow AI. And let me tell you, this isn't just some tech buzzword. It's literally the engine driving so much of our modern world.
So what is it really? Well, narrow AI, you might also hear it called weak AI, is basically an AI system that's been designed and trained to do one specific thing. That's it. Think of it like a master craftsman, a specialist who does one job but does it with incredible skill.
And this is probably the most important thing to get. A narrow AI doesn't understand what spam is. It doesn't enjoy the movies it recommends to you. It's just a ridiculously powerful pattern-matching machine. It looks at a ton of data, finds patterns, and then follows the rules. There's no thinking, no consciousness, no real understanding like we have.
And this is where we need to draw a really clear line in the sand. On one side, you've got narrow AI. It's focused on one task, it's not conscious, and it is very, very real. It's all around us today. On the other side, you have general AI. Now that's the sci-fi stuff we see in movies. It's purely theoretical right now, this idea of a machine with human-like consciousness that can learn and reason about literally anything. Okay, so if it doesn't actually think, how in the world does it get so good at its job? It actually boils down to a pretty simple three-step process. Let's walk through it.
Step 1. You feed it a massive amount of data. For our spam filter example, we're talking about millions and millions of emails that have already been labeled spam or not spam. Step 2, the AI goes to work. It sifts through all that information and starts to learn the patterns. It figures out, hey, emails with these kinds of words or these types of links, they're usually spam. And then step 3, it makes predictions. The next time a new unseen email comes in, it uses those patterns it learned to make a call. Is this junk or not?
So here's the absolute crucial takeaway. That spam filter, it might be a genius at spotting junk mail. I mean, world class. But ask it to recommend a song or diagnose a medical scan? No way. It can't transfer that knowledge. It's like a grandmaster chess player. You wouldn't ask them to perform brain surgery. Their expertise is locked into one domain. That's why we call it narrow AI.
And it's because of that intense, laser-like focus that its applications are, well, they're everywhere. They are quietly reshaping not just our daily routines, but entire industries. Let's dive in and see just how deep this rabbit hole goes.
So in your day-to-day life, we've already hit on a few. When you talk to Siri or Alexa, that's a narrow AI for speech recognition. That face unlock on your phone, or when you tag friends in a photo. Image recognition, another narrow AI. And of course, all those recommendation systems and language translation tools we rely on constantly.
But it goes way beyond just personal convenience. Think bigger. In finance, it's the system that flags a fraudulent credit card transaction, like the second it happens. In healthcare, it's helping doctors analyze medical scans, pointing out things a human eye might miss. And in the world of automation, it's the intelligence inside self-driving cars and those incredible robots you see whizzing around in giant warehouses. I mean, it's not just a feature anymore. It's become the essential plumbing of these industries.
Okay, but with all of this incredible power, well, you know how it goes. There are some serious challenges and limitations we absolutely have to talk about. Because at the end of the day, this is a tool. And like any powerful tool, if you don't understand its limits, things can go wrong.
So a huge one is bias. And AI is only as good as the data you feed it. If your data is biased, guess what? You're going to build a biased AI. It's garbage in, garbage out, but on a massive scale. And then there's the whole context problem. These systems have zero common sense. They can fail in really strange, unexpected ways when they see something they weren't trained on. And look, if your Netflix recommendation is weird, who cares?
But if a self-driving car gets confused, that's a whole different story. That's a life or death situation. And this quote really just nails it. Narrow AI operates on patterns and statistics, not true understanding. That's the whole ballgame right there. All of these issues, the bias, the safety concerns, the lack of context, it all comes back to this one fundamental truth. It's a brilliant mimic, a fantastic pattern matcher, but it doesn't get it. It doesn't actually understand the world.
So what's the bottom line? Well, while a lot of people are dreaming about those super intelligent, all-knowing AIs, the reality is right here in front of us. Our present, and honestly, our entire foreseeable future is being built on the back of narrow AI.
And if there's one thing you take away from this, let it be this. It's so easy to see narrow AI as just a stepping stone to so-called real AI, but that's missing the entire point. This is the AI revolution happening right now. Its practical, focused, single-task nature isn't a bug, it's the feature. It's the very reason it's taken over the world and become the backbone of everything we do.
So maybe the question we should be asking isn't when will we get a human-like AI? A better question, a more urgent question, is this. As these specialized, narrow tools get more and more powerful every single day, how do we make sure they're building a better future? How do we steer them, manage their flaws, and make sure we're building something that actually works for everyone? That is the real challenge.